If you're looking for excellent news about the auto industry in the United States, don't look to August car sales. That's not where you want to be looking. Look to the Plato maybe. Don't look to the August car sales numbers because they're atrocious. These aren't the kind of numbers you want to see, especially in an economy that's doing really well. Let's assume that everybody's got new vehicles already. We'll just, up front, we assume you're driving a brand new Cadillac. Good for you. But here's some of the numbers. Brace yourself. Hyundai down 25% in the month of August, 12.7% year to date. And they took a big hit in fleet sales, down 53%. I mean, okay, let's just assume that this month maybe isn't the greatest. See, in the month of July, we got a little hit and a little miss. It was kind of a mixed bag. This isn't so much of a mixed bag, unfortunately. This is kind of the same redundant theme down the line. Let's look. BMW down 8.2%, 5.8% on the year. Mercedes down 8.6%, 3.1% on the year. Kia down 1.7%. That's not too bad, but 8.4% on the year. You can't win if you're trying, can you? Subaru's up 4.6%. They're up 8.1% year to date. Subaru! That's right on, I guess. That's right on. I'm pumped. You got to be pumped when there's good numbers. Well, those bad numbers trickling in first. Come on. I got a vein in my neck. It loves Subaru. I've never actually owned one of those, but they look kind of sweet. Porsche. People love Porsches, right? You wish you had a Porsche. I wish I had a Porsche. Not that I'm not fitting in a Porsche. Down 9% on the month, but little saving grace, up 1.2% year to date. Mazda's down 1%, down 2.4% year to date. That's not a terrible drop off actually for Mazda, considering how hard some of these other automakers got hit. That's actually maybe a bit of a redeeming number, to be honest with you. Volkswagen's up too. Volkswagen and Subaru. Volkswagen's up 9%. Only 6.4% on the year, but I say only, not in comparison to a lot of these other companies. I say only just as a only, really, but only. I mean, honestly, Volkswagen, high five. You know, you've been paying some big money with some emission mishaps or whatever you want to call fudging the numbers. Oh, right. So you need this, but high five, Volkswagen. You make good vehicles anyways. I know a lot of Volkswagen owners that are quite pleased with their Volkswagens. Nissan. Now, this is one of the ones that baffled me because I love Nissan. I think Nissan makes great cars. They're very reliable. Nissan is a good automaker, down 13% and up only 0.1% on the year. So Nissan, they're doing all right. They're staying the course, at least in a year where we're seeing a lot of sales down year to date, down. It's down so far down where the subscribe button is. You should click it. But Nissan's staying the course, 0.1%. That's not horrible. Nissan, pat yourself on the back. You don't have the giant ship to turn around. Some of these companies definitely do in the United States. Toyota, I mean, honestly, up 6.8%. Down 1.3 on the year, but if I've got faith in any automaker in the world, it's Toyota. So I'm not going to be overly surprised if by the end of the year that number has turned around and we find Toyota to be one of the biggest year-to-date gainers that there is. I mean, it's Toyota. They make fantastic vehicles. GM down. They're up 7 point. I said down by an instinct. That was my instincts. That wasn't even. I don't even know. I'm not thinking, I'm just instinctively. GM's down. Of course they're down. Their stock is down. Everything's down. No, GM's up on the month. 7.5% on the month. GM. Kudos, GM. That's a tip of the cap I don't have to you, GM. Definitely. Up 7.5%. Fiat down 11%. Down 8% year to date. I don't know how you can be down. I didn't know they still sold Fiats. They're down from the number 0. I didn't know there was anywhere to go from there. I didn't know they made a lot of Fiats still apparently in the United States. 10 people bought them and 1.1 person last month decided to return it. Something like that. And last but not least, definitely not least, Ford down 2.1, down 4.1 on the year, but their F-Series trucks are up 15%. So the F-Series, while the cars are not doing Ford any favors at the moment, Ford's F-Series is doing fantastic. And they're beautiful looking trucks. And Ford even said that it's the trucks that have the biggest packages with all the trimmings and stuff that are actually doing the best, propping those numbers up, because the high-end Ford F-Series, they're great looking trucks. I mean, I'm not a truck guy or a truck owner, but if I was getting one, it's probably going to end up being a Ford F-Series. So, to wrap it all up, most people down on the month. Most automobile makers for U.S. sales down on the month, but Subaru and Volkswagen and Toyota and GM really pull it out and bring some of these stats back up. And thank heavens, because in the middle of a boom, all those stats might tell you that we're in the middle of a recession or in the middle of a steep drop-off. But that's not the case. The case is that, like we said at the beginning of this video, I'm sure everyone has a new car by now, and good for you. I need a ride, so swing on by. I've got a lot of groceries to pick up. I'm Cody from Wall Street Breakdown. Click the subscribe button. Stay tuned. We're going to have a couple more videos about some other things I need from you. Send them my way.